each other sandwiches. It's a quote from our favorite show. Finish each other sandwiches. So now we claim it for our own. 'Cause we always think the same. So for now, that's the name.
There it is.
Well, you don't know your own theme song?
You don't know. That's the team song.
Let's just sing it like that. That's the team theme song. You sing it as a
the
team.
team song.
Don't ever say those things again.
We're back.
Episode 25.
Welcome back. Welcome
Bente Cinco.
back. Welcome back.
Trente Cinco. Oh, I don't know.
So do you remember Welcome Back, Cotter? Or you don't?
No, once you said it, I kind of remembered it, but no.
It's with Vinnie Barbarino.
Yeah, I know who Vinnie Barbarino is.
It's
But
the
Welcome Back,
Cotter.
Cotter. I totally forgot that was
Their
what it was.
I feel like the show is terrible, but like those voices are so distinct.
You know, I'd probably know it if I saw it. I just didn't have cable for a long time, so I didn't see it.
Vinnie Barbarino.
Yeah.
A
But
yo-
Vinnie
a-
Barbarino
a young
is
John
John
Travolta.
Travolta.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
Okay, that I know. Because I get
I was waiting for what you were
Vinnie
gonna say.
Barbarino.
I was like,
No,
what
but what's the thing where he like
who's
sings?
she gonna think this is?
What's the one where he sings in the sketch? Ba 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 ba. No, you know what I'm saying, right?
No,
Okay.
I'm off board now. No, I have
Vinnie
no idea.
Barbarino is with John Travolta. That I know. So
Okay.
he's the teacher?
No,
Oh.
he was just a student.
He's a student, but he acts out.
I don't. Yeah, they're all like delinquent students. I don't really remember
Yeah.
the show that well. I just remember like their voices and like them all being really annoying.
Right.
Like even the teacher, and I'm like, why? I don't know.
Why is
It's
this a
every
show?
character was unlikable, basically.
That's like every
So,
show. That's like
That is
Humanity.
like every show. It's like every show. It has. I mean, Always Sunny, Seinfeld. Every character is
But it-
unlikable.
But yes.
There's different ways of doing it. I'm just
And
saying.
there's a way where you're like, oh, they're unlikable, but it's funny. I can get
Yeah,
behind
that's true.
Seinfeld and It's Always Sunny because I'm like, gosh, this is atrocious. They're such terrible
No,
people, but
but
it's so funny.
It's funny. I don't know. There's of
An
course,
affable hatred.
but there's it's what do you call it? Like a mold for a show. It's like I have a bunch of unlikable
Mm-hmm. Right.
characters doing terrible things,
It's a template.
and it's funny.
Right. Absolutely.
I mean,
Okay.
it's not always. I mean,
So
some
every
shows are better
episode
than
is
others,
the first
but
day of
that's it.
school, and so it starts in kindergarten, and then the next
No, it's
episode
not
is first
kindergarten.
grade, and then the third episode is
Pretty sure they're in high school,
yeah.
but anyway,
Welcome back, Mr.
That was
Cotter.
welcome back, just because
How
we're
many
back
seasons
and we're
could that
welcome
have,
back.
possibly?
We're welcome back, Cotters.
Welcome back to the Cotters.
We've been busy, mostly traveling and camping,
Mm-hmm.
like all throughout Colorado. We spent all summer doing that. Just every week we could get out, or our work weekend or whatever.
Once we were off, we would go out and go into the mountains.
and we did all kinds of. I mean, pretty much everywhere in Colorado that we hadn't been already. So
Mm-hmm.
all these like little mountain towns, all like the different like scenic byways, campsites, just all throughout Colorado. We pretty much spent the whole summer just doing that and hiking and biking.
We started in State Forest State Park, and then that was the moose capital of Colorado, and we went there and we saw the most wildlife that we've ever seen before in a single
Fox.
setting. We saw a red fox, a red fox. We saw red
We
fox.
saw red fox running around the woods. we saw a lot of animals. in it.
Speaking of shows from the 70s
Yeah.
and 60s.
But yeah, we've been traveling, just working our work weeks, and we had a big trip back east to
To New York.
New York. We went to our friend Caitlin's wedding. We
Mm-hmm.
got to see family, and we were checking out towns in the Berkshires to move.
We were looking
So-
at towns in western Massachusetts, looking to move there.
If you don't know what the Berkshires is, we can't talk, okay?
If you don't know about the Berkshires, you
If
gotta
don't
back
know-
off.
You gotta back.
I'm a wicked hard fan of the Berkshires. So if you can't get on my side, and I love the Patriots. I love grinders. I love tea
grinders.
parties. I don't
I
know
love tea
anything that's
parties.
from Massachusetts.
I like red bricks.
Red bricks. People named Sam and Adams.
We made some videos.
Harvard.
Those have been periodic, but since we haven't done a podcast in over a year, I think we were
Right.
just like kind of just got busy, and then we stopped last summer to do the same thing. We traveled a lot, and then we just never got back into it. But we made a bunch of videos over the last year.
A few
those,
factors.
Those will all be on the website and stuff. So if anybody hasn't been keeping track, we have been keeping track.
We've been keeping track for you. We didn't derail. So, yeah, we've just
Have you met Trax?
Oh, you met Trax? Making little videos, like just trying to stay active some point. But we kind of just shifted our focus to traveling and like working and saving money and like making goals and stuff. And now Lou and Tracy live downstairs. So we kind of like moved our podcast a little bit.
Yeah, that's true. We
just had a little bit of a living situation change, which is totally cool. And that was, a little bit of a pause. So two pause.
That pretty much sums up what we've been doing, I guess, over the last year since the last podcast. If that was the last time you heard our voices, for whoever made we met that couple in Massachusetts, and I told them about it. I was like, oh, we have a podcast.
He was so excited. He was such a dad about it.
He like wrote it down and
I know.
like had it because we didn't carry our business
used
cards
to,
anymore.
though.
But we haven't in a long time because
Right.
we haven't done a cast in a while.
No cast. We've been out cast.
We had to get our
We've been out of cast.
We had to get our cast cut off, so we had to go to the doctor, and they had to bring out the cast saw.
Recast. And then
Get what?
no, I don't. I was trying to relate the word pod to putting it back on.
Forget it.
No, I know. I backpedaled from that pretty quickly. So now we're back into the cast. We're back into the cast.
So our new thing is we created a air hockey championship. That's the new thing. Well, I don't have any transition music. That's my favorite part.
We are unable to hook up our drum pad at this time, but that is okay because we can still describe to the sound effects.
Yeah!
We all have them in our hearts.
Come
on.
I missed the drum pad, but
That's okay. We'll get it back.
I'm gonna work on it, see if I can get it going again.
This is a little bit of a grassroots version of Finish Each Other's Sandwiches.
This is the acoustic
This
sessions.
is the unplugged version, except we're plugged
That's
in.
okay. The only thing that's different is we don't have this stupid drum pad that I love.
No, it's the best
love
part.
That drum pad.
We quote the sounds of this drum pad to ourselves in public. Like it's
anyway,
just sounds.
We moved on. But anyway, so our new thing is our new thing isn't wrestling. We've been watching wrestling fucking religiously for like a year and a half now.
Ooh.
Probably not healthily. What is that? Like
Well, no,
unhealthily?
and
how
like
do
an
you say
obsessive
that?
level. No, we watch it.
We watch a lot of wrestling,
Like,
but
if
that's because
this-
there's a lot to watch.
Yeah.
It's not like I'm asking for more. It's like I constantly feel like I have to be catching up to like what I've missed.
Right. If this was like a relationship status on Facebook, it'd be like it's complicated
'Cause
because we're really involved with them, but we get so mad at it and we're like, forget it. We're not
Yeah.
going to watch wrestling anymore.
It's
And then we're
true.
like, but girl, you so sweet. Like
Yeah.
we keep going back. Like they drunk text us in the middle of the night. We're like, okay, fine. We watch a good Raw and they were like, okay, just this one time. And then we go back to
Yeah.
them and then we're like, why are we watching this? This is terrible.
I feel like I remember specifically my stepmom Sue would
Susan
record
Cronin.
soap operas, her daily the daytime soap operas.
Right.
But like for hours, it's on all day, and there's several
yeah.
of them on several channels,
And they've
she'd
been on for, like,
watch them
30
fucking
years.
All.
Yes.
And I was just like, how do you ever catch up with all of these hours and hours and hours that you record? She's like, I don't. She's like, every once in a while, I kind of watch because she's never been like, she can't just sit in front of the TV.
Yeah, she's not a couch potato.
She's not like she's
No.
taking care of the kids. She's working like. It's not like but she wants to.
Yes.
So she like pretends like she's like, oh, I'll record it and I'll watch it later, but she doesn't. She doesn't
Right.
catch up. So I'm like, it's not realistic to imagine like if you really break it down, especially now, like they did the stupid brand split with wrestling. It's like Raw is 3 hours,
Yeah.
SmackDown's 2 hours. Then there's pay-per-views every other week now,
Right.
like every 2 weeks.
And
there's a
there's the
pay-per-view
shows-
which are 3 hours,
Right.
And then there's like pre-shows, kickoff shows. There's
Talking Smack, which is
there's
after SmackDown.
I'm telling you, it's ridiculous.
And-
It's ridiculous how much there is to watch. So like, we can't. There's no way unless you literally. That's all you want to watch ever is wrestling. Is then you could probably fit it in, but then you'd have to give up any other hobbies you had.
Right, like talking to girls. But I mean, like
Talking smack to girls.
Talking smack to girls, smacking girls. What? Okay. But talking and smacking girls.
Talking
Don't do that.
and smacking girls.
Don't do that. Whacking them, smacking them.
Racking them. So we made a belt. So to go back to wrestling and air hockey, we made a belt that is. We just bought a kid's version of the Intercontinental belt, and we, because I realized, I looked at it, I'm like, it's got a globe on it that's probably the same size as an air hockey puck, and lo and behold, it is. It fits it exactly.
It's the Intercontinental Championship belt for WWE, and we transformed it to be the Air Hockey Championship for Finish Each Other's Sandwiches. Little backstory. like my husband and I are really competitive, but like we have fun with it, but we're also super competitive.
But we play games all the time, and
do.
pretty much on the daily. There's some sort of game happens, either a board game or
Mind games.
Mind games.
Games.
I guess
Hunger Games.
I guess I also was gonna say like card games,
Yeah.
and like
No,
dice
card
games.
games.
But essentially, they all are in boxes. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
But anyway, so I told him how like I thought I was really good at air hockey, and then we were playing, and he's like, I can't beat you. Like this is like I can't beat you. You're really good at it.
Okay, well, I've been playing air
I'm
hockey
not trying to talk down to you.
most of my life,
I
and my
respect
dad
you.
was always like the one that was really good at it, and he always beat me. But like I would always try harder to beat him, so like I got good at it, and I'd beat all my friends, and I'd beat anybody else, but I could never fucking beat my dad. He was always like
Yes.
the best air hockey player.
Yes.
And I think I beat him once or twice, like a lucky game, like I got off, like I
Right.
won. And but I didn't play it that long. I didn't play it all the time. It was just like whenever I did, I got really serious about it because I was like, no, I want to get good. I want to beat my dad.
Of course.
And I have, but like he's definitely beaten me like 100 times, and I've
Right.
only beaten him twice. Like, so it's like I don't really count it. Like I've never gotten better than him, which is
No.
like something that I was always like, I want to be
You
better.
strived
at it.
for that.
And then you had a very similar story where your uncle was really good at
Yes.
it. And so you always tried to.
I practiced at like summer camp and like
Right.
beat all the boys and
Right.
like tried to be really, really good at it.
So it's like, it's funny because like if you were to make a movie, like it's like there's
Two
no.
separate Rocky movies.
Right, it's like we're both the same character.
Yeah.
Coming up, there's no bad guy in the
No, no,
situation.
no.
Like it's not like there's
We're
the one
both
guy.
good-hearted,
Right.
and it's like, oh, I'm just really trying to better myself, and it's like, cool.
It's the underdog against the underdog, but it's
Right.
like the same story. It's
Except when we came together, you were the underdog because
But
I'm
if-
so much better.
like if the Karate Kid, if the blonde kid
Yeah.
had the exact same story as
right,
the Karate
right.
Kid.
If there were two Ralph Macchios,
Yeah, and they both
like-
came in. So we're both Ralph Macchio in this
right,
story.
Yeah,
But so we
and our
created
uncle
a
and
belt.
dad are Mr. Miyagi.
Yeah, and we're just trying to beat them. So we made a belt, and now we're gonna just have a tournament. So we're gonna play each other, and whoever wins the best, I think out of 5, we said would win the title, and then we'll probably do it again, and then go
Rematch.
There might be. If anybody else though wants to play, I thought about this. It's like once we kind of like go back and forth, like it's gonna get boring if it's just the two of us.
Yeah.
So we should extend a
Challenge. Yes.
to whoever becomes the champion should then have to defend it against anybody that is willing to play them.
Right.
Like it'll
Like-
become an open challenge.
Like when
belt.
Seth Rollins did that when he had the belt, and then he asked,
John Cena does.
John
it.
Cena did
He
it
does
too.
it with
That's
the U.S.
right, that's
belts.
right,
He's
that's
always the
right.
open challenge kind of guy.
So if anybody wants to challenge me,
So you
Or
didn't
you.
win it yet.
I mean, but just to give you a heads up, I'm probably gonna win. So if anybody wants to challenge
We'll
me,
see. We are
We'll see
pretty
me win.
evenly matched because we have the same story. We're the same character.
Yeah.
We just tie and
Yeah,
like
yeah,
nobody
yeah.
wins, and then like it's like the same ending to the movie where everybody's just
Right,
happy,
right.
but like it just tied.
Yeah, yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Nobody won.
Oh, it's a draw. That's okay.
It's a draw. Everybody wins.
Everybody wins. No, that would never freaking fly.
No,
Let
it
me
would
tell you
never,
that.
never fly.
No, if
it would never
anybody-
McFly.
No, it would never Marty McFly on me. Nope. So yeah, we made this belt and we cut some promos and we have.
This
those
isn't a
up on our
participation
website.
trophy. This is the fucking championship.
I
all
know.
right?
Yeah. Did you see that fake plated gold? Okay, and we spray painted the puck. We have a picture.
We stole the puck from Dave & Buster's, by the way,
And then-
because Dave & Buster's has garbage air hockey tables. Garbage air hockey tables.
air hockey tables.
So we took it from there. I was like, fuck no, I'm taking that. I'm not buying an air hockey puck. I'm stealing it from a shitty table so that nobody can play on this terrible table.
So we had actually planned on having the championship yesterday, and it was our first night off or whatever. And
That's
so we're like,
information
"What's that?"
that could have been useful to me yesterday.
Yesterday, if I had known that they were Triscuits, I could have shared them with you.
That doesn't put the delicious Triscuit crackers in my stomach, does
Does
it?
it? We were like, okay, we got like all hyped up. We stayed hyped.
We stayed hype.
We don't get hyped. We stay hyped. We got hyped up and we were like, all right, let's go play air hockey. We'll go to GameWorks because GameWorks is this new place in town that's sort of like a low, not like a Dave & Buster's.
It is like a Dave &
It's like a
Buster's.
low scale Dave & Buster's, but to me, it's more of like an arcade because there's like a
It
tiny
is just
bar,
games.
but it's mostly games. To me, that's like where I would have hung out if I was a kid.
There's
except smaller.
It is very Dave & Buster's, but it doesn't have like the whole food section.
It's like B- Dave & Buster's.
Yeah.
But
But they have better tables.
They do. They have really good tables.
They're
So
newer
we knew we
tables.
would go there to do the championship, and so we went out there all bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, and like went to go. We hooked up the GoPro. We both
did.
had our uniforms on, our outfits.
They're uniforms. I
know.
I had
and
my
then
leather jacket, and you have your denim jacket.
I had my better, superior outfit, and he had something on. I don't remember. And I cut my promo of me coming out, and then he came out, and then we realized that the air hockey table was turned off.
Yeah.
And I got the teenagers that were
And,
working there.
yeah, everybody's incompetent. That works anywhere.
So we weren't able to go there. So we thought, okay, maybe we'll go to this other place that's like up north of us. And they had an air hockey table, but it was a 4-person air hockey table.
It's
which
the
and
stupid.
No,
It's the Mr.
Pac-Man
Pac-Man,
which is
fucking-
always offered as an alternative to me. But why? Okay, so
Is it Mr. Pac-Man? Because
there is also a Mrs. Pac-Man.
There's Mrs. Pac-Man,
Yes.
and then there's just Pac-Man. Why doesn't he have a title?
Well, he became a Mr. when he got a Mrs.
But he's only Mr. Pac-Man in Mrs. Pac-Man. In regular
So
Pac-Man,
then it's just Pac-Man.
He's just Pac-Man.
Right? He's the Bachelor Pac-Man.
Oh, okay. So
In conjunction to his wife, he is Mr.
That's
He is the
true.
Mr. to his Mrs. to her, yeah.
Ms. Pac-Man is the sequel to Pac-Man, so I could understand
Right.
why then he then got married.
It's like an ex. Yeah.
and then there's Pac-Man Jr. He's the baby.
Ugh, how does that happen?
I don't know.
I didn't know about that. I wish I had never known about that. I wish you had never told me that.
I thought it was in the story of Ms. Pac-Man. All right, we're getting.
I
off
don't know
topic.
the analog, like
We're
the
getting
analogy,
off
like
topic.
the
All right,
freaking anthology of Mr. and Mrs.
So what
Pac-Man.
happened was we went to go play at GameWorks
Yes.
and the table didn't work. Then we went to Fat Cats, which is like 20 minutes north of us, and we were like, we never been there. We're like, it's kind of like a Dave and Buster's. Let's try that. Because we already know Dave & Buster's is garbage.
And I called, and they said, yes, air hockey table.
But they had the stupid Pac-Man one, which is 4-player, and it has like a bunch of little tiny discs. Anyway, it's garbage. It's not air hockey.
They offered it to me like it was an equal solution. And I'm like,
It's
why? Okay, so you're like, oh, play tennis or play football with a huge field. Like, no, that's not even close to being the same thing.
I know it's supposed to be a game, but we're taking this serious.
Pissing me off.
So then we were like, all right, well, there is a Dave & Buster's across the street. Let's just see if this particular Dave & Buster's maybe doesn't have garbage tables. Wrong. They have garbage tables.
I know this because 2 men were in the middle of their game, which they were terrible at, and they were like flicking the puck back and
That was
forth to each other.
terrible.
And I put my hand over the table, and I felt the kiss of a blowing a kiss worth of air on my hand.
I know. I want powerful air. Anyway, so then we basically gave up. And we're like, okay, well,
We'll go home.
we'll just go home. But we stopped like one more place. I was like, you know what? There's this dive bar, and it's right next to an arcade.
It was listed as the best place for air hockey, but
I was like-
only that they had an air hockey table,
They-
not necessarily known for its air hockey.
Right. They just had an air hockey table. And I'm like, all right, well, let's just go in and see what it's like. I'm like done. Like, I'm stressed out from trying to find a fucking air hockey
we were
table.
hungry.
And so we went in, and there it was. It was a decent table, and it was in a dive bar on Colfax. And we're like, fuck it. Like, this might be where we have to play. But we were like,
Right.
at that point, we just, like, let's play a game on it, see how it feels. And we tried it out, did a dark match.
I won them.
But
I won them, but it was a dark match. But
No.
I mean, I won them. But that's okay.
you won the first one, and then we played again,
That's
and then
right.
I won.
Well, he got the second point.
but
'cause
there,
I
that's
kept
all right.
hitting it in there for him.
Anyway, so now we found our table.
Yes.
After a night of trying to find a table.
Right.
And
The Knights round table.
we'll
The Knights of the
hopefully
round table.
We'll record it. I mean, hopefully we can record it, because the thing was at the game when the game works, I stuck the GoPro like on that like arch that was over it,
Right.
And the one in Sancho's doesn't have an arch, so I'm gonna have to put it on the table itself.
Or-
and I don't think it's wide enough to get that shot.
Perhaps you could put it on the wall against
That
the other
might
side,
work.
facing outwards
That
towards the
might
bar
work.
itself. I mean, the only thing would be that we're in a bar, and hopefully
They
don't.
won't care.
They're not going to care. So let me just describe it.
Sancho's
This is, like,
is the Grateful Dead bar.
Yes,
That's
it
really
is.
all you
They're
need to
gonna be like,
know.
"What?"
Yeah, it's all you need to know.
Whoa,
It's a Grateful
man.
Dead bar.
Yeah. So nobody cares. We were definitely the most hyped up people there. Everyone else is like nonchalantly playing everything, and we were like, "Fuck!" Like,
Yeah. So we found the table that we want to use, and then we cut promos and stuff, and just for fun, literally, because we love wrestling so much. And then we are only good at air hockey. I think we're both good at a lot of things. We both have hobbies and skills and stuff like that. But I think this is the only thing that we're both equally good at. That's a competitive thing that we can like
size
actually
each other up.
Right.
on.
It's like we can actually have a contest with,
Yes.
because like I mean, I would make a Catan belt, but we can't play with 2 people. Like if,
Right.
Like I'll make one if we have like more people that play Catan all the time.
Right.
Like I would make a Catan belt,
Yes.
and I bet everybody would have fun with that. But this is something that I'm like, we know me and you can just do it
2-player.
because we know what happens when we have
Right.
to rely on other people.
I know.
Nothing goes
Nothing
right.
happens,
So
yeah.
we can only depend on each other, and so therefore we are playing the Air Hockey Championship, and we're excited about it.
We're excited. And I'm the heel and he's the face. And,
Right. Because I'm terrible on the I can't.
He does
I'm
such a
good on the
great-
mic behind the scenes, but as soon as you put a camera on me, I turn into like a little kid. I just don't. I'm like, no, I don't wanna. Like I just don't have you. I don't know.
That's okay.
I'll never be a heel. Like I can't. I think it's just not in my blood.
It's okay. I'm all right with it because I like being the heel. But so more to come on that.
But yeah, stay tuned for that because we're gonna definitely do something. We're gonna somehow film it, and then whoever wins the belt, we'll just have
Me.
that, and then maybe we'll extend it out and like see if any of our friends want to play us, and we can kind of get them interested.
I wonder who would be. I asked his dad to play, but he.
My
he
dad
couldn't-
has a neck
neck injury, and he has like a
He
legitimate.
almost
like,
wanted to though. He told me, he was like, you said it, and I wanted to play. But he's like, I can't.
Yeah.
My neck is killing me, and I'm like, no, don't hurt
No,
your
I
neck.
don't want to hurt him. I don't want to hurt my father-in-law.
Please don't hurt your neck any
no.
further.
It's like the Undertaker where he got a concussion fighting Brock
Right.
Lesnar. Like no, I don't want that to happen. But no, that to me would be like the ultimate though. If I could fight your dad,
I'm gonna
because I don't know
that-
anybody else who's better. Because I can beat my uncle now, so I know that. Like there's
Seriously. Anyway,
what's next for Finn Balor? But
let's see. Let's do a joke. Let's do Snickers Doodles.
okay, Snickers Doodles.
So the other day,
We have a cat named Snickers. For those of you who
Let's-
do not know,
we want to make a skit. I definitely want to film this. Like this is
Necessary.
like number 1 right now that I'm looking to put a cat on a camera.
I thought you were gonna say number 1 on a cat right
On a cat.
now.
Well, the number 1 cat skit is right now.
Is our only cat
All you need to
skit.
know is that we have a cat named Snickers, and for this joke, she can draw pictures like with crayons, like
She doodles.
She-
She makes
doodles, if you will.
she doodles, and I made snickerdoodles the other day. So the whole concept, and I don't even know how to go into this, but
No,
like,
it's just a stand, like
Like
a
a
little
lemonade
like a
stand,
little
but-
kid's lemonade stand,
Right.
but it's for Snickers Doodles, and there's a sign on it
it says Snickers
that
doodles.
says Snickers Doodles, and there's a picture of our cat Snickers, like in an apron, like with with a chef hat, and it's pulling cookies out of the oven, probably. Most likely Snickerdoodle cookies.
Snickerdoodle cookies.
So
Which
that's the poster that you see when you walk up to Snickers Doodles.
is this cat making me cookies?
Is a cat making cookies, and you're like, okay, that's cute.
I'm
It's
behind that.
So like a little kid drew this picture, and like, oh,
The internet loves cats.
I like Snickerdoodle cookies. I'm gonna go to this stand,
I'm going to support this local business.
and you get there, and it's gonna be like a guy comes up and he's like, oh, cool, Snickerdoodles. I love those cookies. And it's like, oh, how much? And it's like, well, how many do you want? I'm like, I don't know, 3?
3.
Okay. And it's like $5 for 3. And we hand you pictures that are doodles that our cat Snickers drew.
Right.
So they're Snickers doodles.
Possessive tense. Snickers doodles. And then the guy like he takes me, he's like, oh, okay, well, can I take the cookies? I was like, yeah, those are free, man. What you said? That's just a
We have
complimentary thing.
complimentary cookies at the front of the table. So when you walk up, you think they're the cookies are selling. What we're selling are the doodles by Snickers.
Yeah.
But what you get for free are Snickerdoodle cookies.
The Snickerdoodles are complimentary, but the Snickers doodles are what you're paying for.
It's like, why don't you just sell the cookies and give the doodles
Yeah.
for free? No. That's not how we run a business around here.
The painting of Snickers
cookies
baking
are free.
cookies is what
Is-
she painted,
It's
and
a
that's
Snickers
her doodle
of Snickers making Snickers doodles.
of Snickers making Snickers doodles. Snickerdoodles.
Snickerdoodles.
Right.
Snickers doodles of Snickers. I don't know.
We won one.
I don't care. I thought this was the funniest joke, and I was on the floor crying, laughing
Yeah.
at it, thinking of Snickers doodles. So,
We could totally do this. Just
I
make
think we should
Snickers like
film it.
just walk up and
well,
like,
no, she wouldn't be involved.
No, why
She
can't
would-
we make Snickers do
Snickers
it?
is not gonna.
I'll just put some catnip on a chair and she'll sit there.
She'll just sit there.
Yeah, she will.
Oh, that's right. She was gonna be there, but she just sat there like a cat.
Yeah, that's the funny part. So anyway, more to come on that. And actually, I feel like I'm kind of going to hand over the hot soup, if you will, and I should, because that is what it is. Skid idea to you. I kind of don't really have.
I don't remember it.
Okay, well, what I remember.
The brief idea was that.
You would be in a. It's about a.
So it's a new joke, by the way.
Show.
We'll
Yes.
cut to a new joke. Go ahead.
We're getting our wetting our whistles here, just trying to get used to it. So, the whole idea is like a hidden camera show, and like you're on the hidden camera show, and you order soup, and when you order soup, somebody comes in and just punches you in the face.
No.
Right?
No, the guy.
Okay, that's why you should have said it.
I remember a guy running and he's screaming hot soup.
That's right.
He's like, hot soup coming through. And like he always drops it all over himself.
Oh, that's right.
So he's just like running with hot soup. So the hidden camera show is that other people's reaction to a guy running
with hot
with
soup.
hot soup. Be
There's
like,
no need to
hot
run.
soup coming through, and he's running, and then he slips on something or something hits him, and it goes up and it pours all over him, and he starts screaming.
What's the punch in the face part that I remember?
I think maybe that was one of the things that made him fall. Like somebody just like clocks him, and he just falls, and it falls all over him. Like
Clocks.
it was like a bunch of different things of somebody falling with hot soup.
Right.
And it was just like, hot soup coming through. And he's like,
and
it
like
was
the
supposed to
hidden
be-
camera is
it's
just the reaction of people.
It's just people reacting to somebody getting hot soup poured all over
God.
them. That was it. That was the joke. It was so stupid.
And everyone's like, oh my God, is this guy okay?
I remember it being funny that we had a guy running with hot soup, and you thought it was hilarious.
Oh, yeah.
But just a guy running with hot soup, and then it spilling all over, because slapstick comedy is hilarious.
No, that's so Three Stooges. I love it. I totally forgot that was the premise.
We were watching Wedding Singer last night, and your favorite part's when Steve Buscemi falls off the curb and drops his
Yeah.
drink.
No. And that's why, like, whenever people, when people tell me about patients falling, they're like, oh, they slipped on their sock and they fell. I'm like, that's hilarious.
I know.
Don't let me ever see that happen.
So we'll do one more transition. So we're house hunting right now. We're hunting for houses.
Hunting for houses.
And we were looking back in the Berkshires, as we said earlier. We went for a trip, and we kind of narrowed it down to a few towns that we like.
Mm-hmm.
And the next big trip will be flying back and looking specifically at houses. We're in touch with realtors, and I'm like, this is really happening. Like, I'm an adult, I'm grown up, like I'm married, and I'm gonna buy a house, and it's really, really exciting. And it's also something that I never thought I'd be comfortable with. I was always like the kid that wanted to be a kid forever and never wanted to grow up. And this became something that like I'm really not just like contently going into. I'm like,
No, you're not being compliant.
I'm really excited. Like I'm filled with so much
Complacent.
like I said compliant.
No. I said compliant. I meant to say you're not
okay,
being
okay.
complacent. It's
I was
not
like, did
you're
I say
just
the wrong word again?
No, you didn't.
Okay.
I corrected myself.
All right, it's all right. But I guess I just
Sorry.
want to say that I'm just very excited for this more than I think I've ever been excited for any big step in my life. Not just like moving out to Colorado was incredibly like fun, but it was also scary. And any other big kind of risk I've ever taken has always been scary. Like exciting but scary, and I feel like just no fear for this. Like there's no
Yeah.
fear going in whatsoever. It's all happy excitement. It's
Right.
like there's no. I don't feel like that. Like what if? Like none of that. Like I'm literally full. Like it's all like positive energy. It's all
Right.
like I'm looking forward to this more than I've ever looked forward to something. And I felt that, and I just wanted to say that.
Thank you. I think that it's because that we're like sharing it with each other and that we are like on the same page and we like have each other's back. Like when you moved to Colorado, you moved out here by yourself.
Right.
When I moved, to other states that I had moved to, like I was by myself.
Right.
And
it's not just moving, it's buying a house. It's
Right.
it's
That is
owning
a
a house.
daunting thing.
Because we could just move somewhere together and I would be like, okay,
Yeah,
cool, we're just going to
that's
rent a
fine.
house.
That's
but
fine.
like buying a house to me is like this like, oh my God, like I'm going to own a house.
a big step.
Like
It is.
it's just really exciting.
It is exciting. And we're looking.
Because when I moved here, I had poop in my butt. And when you moved to Georgia, you had poop in your butt.
I had poop in my butt when I moved to Georgia. But when you moved here, you had poop in your butt. But then
I did have poop in
when
my
you
butt.
got done having poop in your butt and I got done having poop in my butt, we're like, let's live
Right.
together and get
now,
married.
and then we're going to buy a house. But we're not going to have poop in our butt when we go buy a house.
I think I just got all the poop out of my butt a few hours
Yeah.
ago. So I think I'll be okay to go to Massachusetts.
Yeah.
So when you have poop in your butt,
Usually-
we discovered this in Massachusetts. Joe was being a little cranky. And I was like, do you need a poop? Like, what's wrong with you? You're kind of like a little cranky. I was like, do you have poop in your butt?
Do you poop in your butt?
So now that's a phrase. for
Anytime
being like,
somebody's being
why are
like-
you being so weird and cranky?
Why are you
Like,
being cranky?
Go take the poop out of your butt.
You know what?
please.
You probably have poop in your butt. And usually we're right. Like somebody, if it's like, if you're being agitated, like if you're being easily agitated,
Irritable.
you're probably going to want, you probably have to poop sometime within the next like
Right.
hour or two or something like that. It's like you got poop in your butt.
Dismiss this if you will, but check the times. Be honest with yourself. Like when you're a little irritable, a little on edge, like you're not hangry, like you probably have poop in your
Probably
butt.
have poop in your butt.
There's probably a little poop in your butt that you didn't get out from before. And you're just
Get
you
the
just-
poop out.
All the poop really makes all the difference. That's all I gotta say.
So after the poop in your butt, let's just say that this is the end of this episode. And if anybody wants to be our guest,
Dun, dun,
be
dun,
our
dun.
guest. Be our guest.
Don't start
What is
singing.
it? Put our
service in. I can
service
sing
to
the whole
the
song
test.
for you.
Yeah, you know the
Tie your
words.
napkin around your neck. Darling will provide the rest. Yeah, I know the whole song.
Disney lover Babu over here.
Yeah. Shout out Disney Cast
Disney lover Babu.
2007.
And then Natty says Babu.
Babu.
Yeah, she says Babu.
Oh, well, you gotta see the baboos.
She calls her Babu.
Babu.
It's like it was the cutest thing, I think, the whole trip back. My favorite thing was hearing Nanny go, like, oh, is Babu coming? Like, her
Babu.
own daughter.
I know.
Who everyone
Barbara.
calls Babu, whose real name is Barbara.
Yeah.
Is Babu to her. Like, it was amazing. Anyway, that's our family. I'm
We
so
love our
happy that
family.
we're going to be moving
They're
closer
super
to them.
psyched for us, and we're excited to
It's
go
gonna be
there.
great.
And, yeah.
We get
gonna
more
be awesome.
more Babu time.
More Babu time, more
More search Babu apes.
search Bonabu apes.
All right. Well, that's it.
So
That
anyway,
does it
what
for
we
us.
were just saying, if anybody wants to be on this show, if anybody wants to just hang out with us, we used to have guests all the time, but then a lot of people have poop in their butts. So
Yeah,
like,
it's
if
true.
you can just
We've asked a lot of
take-
people. Most people have poop in their butt.
take the poop out of your butt and be no, really. We want to hang out. We
It-
don't care. It's our house. We have chicharrones. We have whatever. Just come hang out, and
Yeah.
we'll just let you talk and talk about yourself, and we'll listen to you talk about yourself, and
Yeah.
so will other people. That's what
Tell
we all
stories.
want.
I like the storytelling aspect of our
storytelling,
show
jokes,
the most.
riffing,
We should tell stories.
spiffing, and riffing.
Because that's what we do.
Yeah,
Spitting and riffing.
spitting and riffing. That's
All right,
the-
guys. I'm
it.
gonna see if I can include some like music, like outro music. But for now, it's just gonna end, and it's gonna be awkward. So this is the end of the cast, and it's nice talking to you guys.
Thanks so much, guys. Adios.
Goodbye.